Good morning, Joe's Wellness Gym friends, or good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome to a new stretching video. Full body, little 15-minute flexibility from the top to the bottom so that you walk away from this stretch just feeling a little bit looser, a little bit lighter, and definitely a emphasis on the hamstrings as always. So friends, come into a child's pose. Big toes touch, knees open wide, sink those hips down. You give me a little stretch, Levi. Big stretch. Draw those shoulders away from the ears. Extend those arms. And then slowly walk your hands over to the right. Tuck that left hip back behind you. Feel that nice stretch all the way down the left side. And then take those hands all the way over to the left. Tuck that right hip behind you. Let that breath flow. Big inhale here. Big exhale, let it go. One more big inhale. Big exhale. Beautiful. Come on up. Come to all fours. Let's get a little cat-cow here. Inhale, chest forward, eyes forward. Exhale, round. Two more. Inhale. Push the ground away with the knees, the toes, the hands as you round. One more. Inhale. On your next inhale, you're going to sweep that right arm up. Inhale up. And scoop all the way under just for a couple of breaths. Big inhale. Big exhale. Big inhale. Big exhale. Beautiful. Come all the way up. Take that to the other side. Left arm up. Inhale up. Exhale. Scoop it all the way under. Go right into your breath. Big inhale. Big exhale. One more inhale. One more exhale. Beautiful. Come on up. Come back to that all four position. Just a little rock and roll here. So you're getting into those wrists slightly. And then step 1 foot back at the time, coming into a high plank position. And then before we drop down here, we're going to again just rock forward right onto those toes, just to engage the whole body, just for a couple of breaths. And then either drop those knees, or if you're used to doing chaturanga with those knees up, slowly, as slow as you can, with control, elbows tucking behind, all the way down towards the floor. Beautiful. Come straight into Sphinx pose. So take those forearms in front, elbows directly under those shoulders. Push yourself up. So lifting that chest up. And let's get into the neck here slightly. So draw that chin all the way down towards the chest. Stretch the back of that neck. And lift back up. Beautiful. 2 more. Drop that chest down towards the chest. Chin down towards the chest. Not the chest towards the chest. Inhale up. Beautiful. From here, we're going to go straight into the quad. So you can stay upright to start with. Kick that right foot heel back towards the glute. And if your legs are too far apart, draw them towards each other. Okay, this is going to give you a little bit more space to move. So kick that right heel towards the buttock. And then reach on back. Take hold of the top of that foot. If this doesn't work for you, just come to stand to your quad stretch. And then you can just stay right here. I find drawing my forearm down, lifting that chest, I get even more of a stretch in this quad. Or if you wish, you can come all the way down towards the floor. But I lose that stretch a little bit when I relax down. So I'm going to keep my chest up for 2 more breaths. Big inhale. Big exhale. 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. Slowly release. Nice work. Just shake it out for a second. You're going to take that same leg back. We're just going to take it out to the side a little bit. So kick that right heel towards that right glute. And then come on exactly the same position and just take that foot, take it out to the outside of that hip a little bit. You might want to just move that leg around a little bit. Find that little spot. Just getting into that hip. If there's any twinging in the back or the knee, you know the drill. Please release it. Shake it out. Nice work. Release that foot. Take it the other side. So into our steady quad stretch to start with. Kick that heel towards that glute. Take hold of that foot. For me, it's going to be on the outside. So I'm coming from the pinky toe edge. I'm going to keep my chest up. And I'm going to push that left quad firmly into the floor. Couple of big breaths here. Feel free to drop that head, drop that chest if you need to. Nice work. Now you can keep hold of it, or you can release your foot and reset. I'm just going to take a hold now from the big toe edge. Move my foot out a little bit and just bring that foot in. So I'm getting a little bit more into that outer hip area. It might look a little awkward, but God, it feels good. Couple of breaths right here. Nice. One more. And release. Nice work. Okay, from this Sphinx position, you're going to push back up to all fours. I'm going to go straight into a downward dog. We're going to get into those hamstrings, so make it nice and short. Push those hips up and back. And walk those feet in. That's what I mean by a short downward dog. So you want those heels to drop down towards the floor as much as you can. Just a couple of breaths here. Big inhale. Big exhale. If you want to add a little walk of those knees, which is going to allow you to get a little bit deeper into each individual hamstring. And then slowly walk the feet towards the hands, hands towards the feet. Hang out in this forward fold position. Again, try and straighten those legs as much as you can so you're feeling this in the backs of the legs. If they literally feel like they're about to, ping because they're so tight, add some bend into those legs. There's always places that you can go. Nice work. And slowly, slowly, slowly come all the way to standing. Nice work. Let's go back into the hamstrings. Let's add the chest and the back. Or chest more than the front of the shoulders. So big roll of the shoulders back, and then you're going to interlace your hands. If you can't interlace your hands, grab hold of opposite forearms. Draw those hands down past the buttocks. And I'm okay if you have a little bend here in that back. Draw those shoulders back, chest open. And then draw those ribs back in. Soften into those knees, forward fold. Drop that head all the way down towards the knees. Maybe your hands stay on your back. Maybe you draw them away from the back as if you're trying to touch the floor in front of you and find that nice big stretch in the front of the shoulders. Use that breath. Big inhale. Big exhale. And again, to get into those hamstrings, feel free to straighten the legs. If that's too much, soften into those knees. One more breath. And release those hands. Oh, that's a good one. And slowly, slowly, slowly come up. Nice work. Stand tall Tadasana just for a couple of breaths. Notice if you feel any shifts, any loosening in the body. And come to the back of your mat if you're not there already. So we're going to get a little bit of engagement here. We're going to ragdoll down. Slowly, slowly, slowly. And then you're going to slowly walk out into your high plank. Spread those fingers. Heel the hand nice and strong. And then rock and roll just for a couple of breaths here. Again, getting that little bit of engagement. And then you're going to shift your hips up and back. Take that right leg up behind you. Big sweep, big sweep, big sweep. Bend that knee and come all the way forward into a low lunge. So bring that right foot forward. Drop that back knee down. And sink those hips down. Sink that pelvis down. Beautiful. From here, you don't have to lift your hips too much. Just bring your body upright. Okay, so you're not lifting your hips up. If you could even see that very subtle move, you can keep your hips down and just bring yourself upright a little bit. Nice work. So breathe right here. Now, if you have maybe your child's old toy box next to you, or you can reach the floor or the block, we're going to take a little stretch here. So I'm going to take my right spider fingertips all the way down towards the floor and reach that left arm over. You can always just take that right hand to the right hip and come on over. Feeling a beautiful stretch all the way down the left side. We're going for 2 big breaths right here. Big inhale. Big exhale. Big inhale. Big exhale. Beautiful. And then just bring that hand back down. Shift those hips back into Hanuman. Try not to drop. I find when my clients, they drop too far, so they just loosen into that stretch. They're not really getting a hamstring stretch. So find that spot that works for you. Heel down, toe up. Sink into it. Feel the breath into the back of that hamstring. Beautiful. And then walk your hands forward. Step forward into that right foot. You're going to bring that left foot behind into a cross ankle forward fold. Beautiful. So you should feel quite a stretch in that back leg all the way up the hamstring. Let that back be nice and soft. And slowly, slowly, slowly come standing. Nice work. Let's take care of the other side. Shimmy yourself back to the mat. Drop down, forward fold. Walk those hands all the way up, coming to your high plank position. Stay solid here for a couple of breaths. Right onto those toes. Drive the heel head forward. And heels back. Good, couple more. And then shift your hips up and back in that downward dog. You're not here for long. Reach that left leg up behind you. Bend that knee, come all the way forward into your low lunge. And adjust yourself. I think people find that wherever their foot lands, that's where they need to stay. Like, shimmy yourself, find that spot that works for you. Okay, so sink those hips down, sink that pelvis down, and then without lifting your hips too much, bring your upper body up. So I'm in this upright position. I could also be all the way up here. I want to keep those hips down. This is about strength. Stretch, not strength. So you want to stretch and feel that stretch in that right hip flexor. And then let's take that same stretch. So right hip, left hand all the way down, reach on over. If you cannot reach the floor, get your blocks, get your books, put your hand on it, bring the earth up to you, or just simply place your hand, left hand on that hip. This is a great stretch right here. But there's nothing wrong with leaning and being a little bit lean. It says leaning off to the side as opposed to being square in the center. Nice, couple breaths right here. Big inhale. Big exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, hands down towards the floor. Shift those hips back, heel down, toe up. Find that place. Find where you feel good in that hamstring. Beautiful. Then walk those hands forward. Lift that back knee up. Big step. Bring that right foot behind the left this time. Drop down. Whew. Definitely most people feel this in that back leg. Maybe a little shimmy side to side to side. Nice work. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Come to standing. Nice work. Just stand tall, Tadasana. Feet hip width apart. Hands down by your side. Let's do a couple of neck stretches before we finish off here. So inhale, sweep those arms up, look up. Exhale, place the hands, interlace them behind that head. And then very gently draw that chin towards the chest, draw those elbows towards each other. Inhale, open. Exhale, back down. Beautiful. Don't pull, don't yank. I can't say that enough. 2 more. Inhale, open. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, open. You can add a little bit of back bend here if you want to. Push the back of the head into those hands. Open up those elbows. Reach back. Chest up towards the sky. Exhale. Drop those hands back down by your side. Soft gaze or close your eyes. Big inhale, big exhale. Exhale, let it go. One more inhale. Exhale, let it go. Thank you, ladies. I hope you feel wonderful after that. I sure do. I love doing these stretches. Love them, love them, love them. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.